श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्ताम् सदा हृदि स्वादयन्निह सर्वेषाम् त्रय्यन्तार्थम् सुदुर्ग्रहम् स्तोत्रयामास योगीन्द्रः तम् वन्दे यामुनाह्वयम् नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यान विध्वस्ताशेषकल्मषः वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहम् यामुनेयम् नमामि तम्
श्रीमत्कृष्ण समाह्वाय नमो यामुनसूनवे यत्कटाक्ष एकलक्ष्याणाम् सुलभः श्रीधरः सदा नमः यामुन पाद अब्ज रेणुभिः पावित आत्मने विदित अखिल वेद्याय गुरवे विदित आत्मने नमः अचिन्त्य अद्भुत अक्लिष्ट ज्ञान वैराग्य राशये नाथाय मुनये अगाध भगवत भक्ति सिंधवे. So we saw that we have to even become a worm in the houses of the devotees of God. That's what we saw. So here, so let's take Avarhal Tiruvadigalil Adimai. So page 127. Cheyyavenda. Of course, this is even as a worm, if we can do service, we can. So Cheyyavenda. So there is no need for doing service to Lord. That's meaning. So it is enough if we do service to the devotees of the devotees of the devotees of God. So அவர்கள் திருமாளிகையில் ஒரு கீட்டமாய் ஜனிக்குமதாகிலும் உண்டாக வேண்டும். I must be born in their palace. I think we told you the jargon, technical parlance that we must say about elders, about others. When we say, when I refer to my house, though it may be very big, I will say Shiru Kubishai. Keshavdas Swami also noted it down very carefully. And then when we say about the houses of others, even though it may be a small house, we will call it as Tirumaligai, a very big auspicious palace. So that is our usual habit. That is what we call belittling ourselves and ennobling others. That's the meaning of our sampradaya. Then, so Tirumaligai or Keetamai. So let me become a small insect. Janikkumadagilum, even if I am born like that, undaha vendum, I must be born. Api shabdam, avadharanattileyai, keeta janmame undaha vendum endumam. Now, the original text of Sri Yamunacharya's Stotraratnam, api, I have got the word api. Api has got four meanings: even though, also, and. So it is not a question of even becoming a worm in the houses of devotees. I must become. There is no alternative. There is no other option. So api shabdam will be understood as avadharanam. Avadharanam is understanding. When you understand the word api shabda, the word api, kita janmame undaha vendum. I need not be born as anybody else, any living being like human being or animal, but I must become only worm. What we call meaning, as flimsy as a worm, as insignificant as a worm. That means I must be an insignificant person. That's the meaning. That means again, there is no importance to me. There is no importance given to me. I am one in the lemon. I am one in the lemon. Yeah. So here we have மனுஷ்யாதி ஜன்மங்களில் ஆசைப்படாது ஒழிந்தது. I'm just now joking. If we are born like a human being, as a human being, then we will understand with our mind the sufferings of this life. We will understand our mind. We will understand through our mind that the whole life is full of troubles. Whereas a cheetah, a worm, an insect, a tiny insect, will never understand what it suffers or what it enjoys. It has got what we call in Tamil. Tamil only gives you the exact description of each type of living being. When you go from the lower grade to the higher grade, the highest grade is Deva, God. The second best is Manushya, the human being. The last one is the cheetah, the worm. We say in Tamil, we have got only one type of knowledge for the cheetah, namely the worm or insect, tiny insect. What is that? It knows how to eat. It knows where to find out its food. It knows very beautifully, very intelligently. Look at the ant. When you just drop some sugar particles, it will come from nowhere. Somehow the ant will reach the sugar. We don't know how. And later on, when you increase the what we call the sense organs capability, then, for example, a snake will understand by smell. A bird will understand by its wings. It knows where the food is. Everybody. Even human beings, we know where the food is. Therefore, later on, the only thinking capacity is only the human being. And some animals like horse, elephant, dog, they respond to the words of the human being. Especially elephant will obey the human being. The dog will also understand all the words of the master very easily. You say go and pick up some object, and then you go and pick up some object. This is some knowledge is there. So we have in Tamil identification ஓருயிர் வகை, ஓருயிர் வகை, then ஈருயிர் வகை, then மூவுயிர் வகை, 1, 2, 3, நான்குயிர் வகை, ஐந்துயிர் வகை. We belong to ஆறுயிர் வகை. You have got sixth sense. Today you have seventh sense refrigerator. So you have sixth sense human being. Yeah, we have got. That is why we say our life is also very precious, and we say Aruyir. This spelling is different. Six is different from Aruyir. Aruyir is we are very dear to ourselves. We like our body. We like our soul. We say our soul, my soul. We say my soul, my body. So we say I love my body. I love my soul very much. Therefore, Aruyir we say. For one example, Karna, very famous character in Mahabharata. Even don't remember Lord Krishna there. Karna is to be remembered because he is a charitable man. He was a charitable man. and he did not mind about his death, and he plucked away the kavacham, the armor from his chest, and then plucked from his ears the ear studs, kundalam, karna kundalam, and gave Indra as a danam, as a charity, in spite of his father, the son, Sun, advising him not to do so. Now, why I say this, Karna, if you say Aruyam, six, six types of what you call life, Jivatma, six types. So one by one he was robbed of. One by one he was robbed of. Last sixth one was robbed of by Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna went as a Brahmin and begged him to give his merits of good deeds. He wanted him to give away the merits of good deeds. That was the sixth one. The first one, there were two robberies by King Indra, God of gods. So Indra went and begged for his armor and earrings. That was the fifth one. Again, fourth one was Indra became a beetle. He became, why I say this, all these things here, Vajra Keetam. He became a beetle, a very venomous, sharp-beaked, sharp-nosed beetle. And he bored the thigh of Karna. He bored the thigh of Karna. Therefore, Indra played two times his role of taking away, snatching away the power of Karna. Then because of his boring of the thigh of King Karna's body oozed out blood. And that blood woke up Parshurama. And then when Parshurama cursed him, so that was another blow, another bolt from the blue. Parshurama Parshurama taught Karna learned from him. Karna said a lie that I am a Brahmin, I am not a Kshatriya. Therefore, Parshurama believed and taught him. And then he cursed him this way. At the right time, when you need, your arrows will not work. You will forget the mantra, spell, which you will use, which you learned from me in order to wage a war. Therefore, you will forget all this. The curse was, Parshurama's curse was, and even mother of Karna was a twin obstacle to Karna. Now you have completed six. Now what are the boons that Kunti demanded from Karna? You should not kill Arjuna. Sorry, you should not kill all the Pandavas because they are your younger brothers. You should not kill all your brothers, namely Pandavas. From Yudhishthira to Sakadeva, all are younger brothers. Because they are younger, you should not kill. This is the boon that she got from Karna. The another one is, please use only Nagastram only once. Send your Nagastram, the snake missile, only once at the head of Arjuna. On Arjuna. Of course, another one, maybe you can consider two boons got by Kunti from her own son Karna. Can be considered as one. And Shalya became King Shalya. He was the charioteer. He was the driver of Karna. Karna ordered him to go fast and gave many instructions to the driver. Shalya said, please treat me as a king. I am also a king. You must treat me in equal status to you. Otherwise, I will quit you. I'll get out of the war. Because when chariot was driven by Shalya, it got into a dent. ஒரு பள்ளத்துல விழுந்துருச்சு அந்த தேர். It went down a pit. Karna said, "Oh driver, please lift up the wheel from the ground so that it will run smoothly." Shalya said, "Please share your effort also. Let us both lift the wheel." Karna said, "I am the master, you are the servant, you are the charioteer. After all, you are a driver. You must obey me. Only you must do that." Then Shalya got angry, quit him. Got out of the war. So that was a blow for Karna. Why I say this is? So why I brought Karma here? Because this is a drama written by Karna, by a very great dramatist called Bhasa, who was a model to Kalidasa. Kalidasa is supposed to be called the Kavikula Guru. Among the poets, Kalidasa is the best according to Sanskrit literature. But he had a teacher called Bhasa, and Bhasa wrote a drama called Karna Bharam, weight on Karna, burden on Karna. So these are the burdens on Karna. 6 burdens on Karna. Why? That is why now, without the capacity to identify anything, Yamunacharya Swami in Stotraratnam wants to be born as a worm, insect, tiny insect. Therefore, he did not like to be born as a human being. Manushyaadi janmangalil ஆசைப்படாது ஒழிந்தது. He never aspired for becoming a human being. So, தேசாந்தர பிரமண சம்பாவனையாலே உற்பத்தி ஸ்திதி லயங்கள் அங்கேயாக கிடையாது என்னுமத்தாலே எல்லாரும் உத்கிருஷ்ட ஜன்மங்களை என்றோ ஆசைப்படுவது என்ன? No, the problem for us is this. You say, where is Vaikuntham? Suppose you ask, where is Vaikuntham? It is in a different country. It's a different country. It's a different nation. So, Deshantara. Then you ask the question, how do I go to Vaikuntham? So I say you go by walking. So you just roam, R-O-A-M, roam by searching for Vaikuntham, Brahmana. So then what is our imagination? Vaikuntham is somewhere else, far away. So we have to go there. Then we have to search for the place. Then Sambhavana is our imagination. Our imagination is to search for Vaikuntham. Then we know for certain that Vaikuntham has absence of 3 actions. What are the absence of 3? What is the absence of 3 actions? What are the 3 actions? Number 1, Utpatti. Number 2, Sthiti. Number 3, Layam. So, Utpatti, Sthiti, Layangal, அங்கேயாக கிடையாது. In Vaikuntham, you can't find production, creation, sustenance, and deluge, rather becoming one with what we call crucifixion. So, Utpatti, no, we don't call it destruction in our Sampradaya. We call it as joining the Lord. So, Utpatti, Sthiti, Layam, becoming one with Him. So, these 3 are not there in the Vaikuntham because there is no creation. Yeah, absorption. Absorption is okay. There is no creation. Therefore, there is no absorption. There is no sustenance needed because Lord will take care of it. There is no worry there. So, Utpatti Sthiti Layanagal Angeyaha, we call it Deshantaram. We are flying to a country, a foreign country, where there is no triad of actions, TRIAD, triad of actions, namely Utpatti Sthiti Laya. So, Ennumattale. The next question is asked to us, to Jivatmas. What are the, now, எல்லாரும் உத்கிருஷ்ட ஜன்மங்களை என்றோ ஆசைப்படுவது. It is normal for us to aspire for being born as human being. Everybody will like to be born as the highest being. Rather, here in our case, the gods are higher than us. The gods are higher than us. I can also imagine or wish for, desire for being born as Lord Indra, God of God, or Varuna, or Kubera, or Nairuti, something like that. So we would like to be born as a god among the 33 crores in heaven, Swarga. We can wish for, but you are asking for a Kita, you are asking for a life of a tiny insect. Why? And the question is, Tanda Muhandandro, Muhandadandro, Tanda Muhandadandro Purushartham. It is Lord's blessing that we must get the four human goals, rather say goals of life. We will not call it now human goals. We are talking of being born as an insect. It is an insect goal, you can say. So what are they? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Aram, Porul, Imbam, Veedu. So that is Purushartham. But when shall we get it? By blessings of God. When He is ready to give, why not we take it? Whether I am a cheetah, whether I am a tiny insect, or a higher being like human being, or a much higher being than as a god, then we will be benefited by the gift of God for achieving dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. We will be happy to receive. Even as an insect, I am ready to get the moksha. So, Tandam Uhandadam. When he is ready to give, when he gives, we will take it up very dearly. So, எனக்கு இதுவே பெற வேண்டும். So, leading a simple life like an insect. I want only this. எனக்கு இதுவே பெற வேண்டும். I would also say no responsibility for the insect. One small example, we have in our home a cat. I cannot avoid the temptation of quoting the cat. So the cat shows a lot of love to its kitten. We find very happily that it shows a lot of love to the kitten. Whenever we offer milk, the mother cat allows the kitten to take the milk. That is what we call mother's attitude. Even if she is deprived of the milk, she will allow the children to take the milk. So why there is this? Tanda Muhandandro Purushartham, எனக்கு இதுவே பெற வேண்டும் என்கை. Now, at least an animal like a cat, it comes in the family of tiger, and it has got a lot of feelings, emotions. It acts according to our commands sometimes. We say go, it goes. Come, it comes. You take the milk. In order to take the milk, what does it do? It falls down at the feet of my wife. Sharanagati. Prapatti is doing prapatti. Why is it? It knows, the mother cat knows that once you fall at the feet, once I fall at the feet, I will get milk. So this is how, see, look at the beauty of its, what we call, attitude. எனக்கு இதுவே பெற வேண்டும். Now, we are not ready to become even a human being in the houses of others who are not devotees of God. So that is more important. So I'm ready to become a tiny insect in the houses of devotees, but whereas I don't like to go to any house of non-devotees of God. Itara avasatetu. Itara avasatetu, we just saw the meaning. Others' houses. In the houses of others. Dasya rasam mariyade enakku ennumavargal iruppidathile. So that these people, I call them non-devotees of God. They don't experience, or they have not experienced so far, the pleasure of slavery to Sriman Narayana. And therefore, they will always say selfishly anything. My soul, my body, my house, my property, my money. So they will never say about God. They will never talk about God. They will never think of God, and so on. So they don't understand the pleasure of slavery, serving the Lord. எனக்கு என்னுமவர்கள், when we say எனக்கு, please give me this, that, give me. I'm not worried about others. எனக்கு என்னுமவர்கள் இருப்பிடத்திலே, in their houses, I don't want to be even Brahma, the four-faced Lord, Creator. Even if you give me power of creation and I am called Brahma, Chaturmukha Atmana Janma api Masmabhut. So Chaturmukha Rupena Varum Janmamum Enakku Undamadam. I don't want to become, because in the gradation, in the hierarchy, higher than us as a human being, we have God. God, 33 crores of God in heaven. Indra is there. Indra is the leader of the God. Next higher step. Then again, over Indra, Lord Brahma. So Lord Brahma is next to Lord Sriman Narayana. So that is the last higher step. If you make me your own Sriman Narayana, if you make me creator, that is four faces, I can recite all the four Vedas easily. I know all the four Vedas. You make me wise with the four Vedas, but still I don't want. Chaturmukha Rupena Varum Janmamam Enakku Undamam. Then Chaturmukha the Janmam Laukikarittu Slaghyamanam. We are all in this world, Laukikaha. We are all called Laukikaha because we are in this world, Loka. So we are Laukikaha. In fact, there is a difference between two words called Laukikaha and Vaidikaha. Laukikaha will always avoid rituals, anušthanam. They will not do their duties properly, and they are called Laukikaha. Because they are in the worldly matter, they have all lot of worldly desires. They are plunged into, they are immersed into the ocean of worldly pleasures, and therefore they don't care about anything with any spell, mantra, scripture, nothing. So they do nothing except eating and sleep. So they are called Laukikaha. Then Shlagyam, Vaidikaha. Vaidikaha, those who have studied scripture, those who follow scripture strictly, according to the orders given by the Shastras, they always adhere to, follow. So for such people like us who are Laukikas, it is something like a boon to become Chaturmukha. It is like a what you call boon, BOON, to become a four-faced Lord creator. Chaturmukha Janma. If you are offered the post of Brahma, we will be happy to, we should be happy to accept it. We should welcome it. It is to be appreciated. Slagyam. Slagyam is quality, higher quality. It is worth. It is worth becoming a creator instead of living as a human being, wretched human being in this world. Why I call it wretched, if you understand. Dasya ruchi ude enakku vendam. As Brahma, as four-faced creator, I will have a lot of pride, thinking that I can only create, nobody else can do this. My capacity is the highest capacity. So I will consider high of myself. I will always keep myself on everybody. Therefore, I say I am a master. I can give boons. So all of you, please do penance toward me. You do meditation on me. I will give you boons. That's what as a creator we will think of ourselves. We will think of ourselves. But I don't want that post. I want only dasya ruchi. I am interested in doing service. So உடை எனக்கு வேண்டாம். Now அன்வயத்திலும் விதிரேக்கத்திலும் இரண்டிலும் உண்டான நிர்பந்தம் தோற்ற இருக்கலாம். The technical sentence. So அன்வயத்திலும் in the what we call pros, PROS, and vitirekathilum in the cons, CONS, in pros and cons, or you can say positive and negative, forward and reverse, இரண்டிலும் உண்டான நிர்பந்தம் தோற்ற இருக்கலாம். You have compulsions in both. You have compulsions in both, namely positive and negative, forward and backward. In that way, the word should be understood by positive example and negative example. That is, if you make me Brahma, I don't want. So if you want me to become a tiny insect, yes, I can. So please bless me to be a tiny insect. So nirbandham totra irkalam. There may be some compulsion. It may appear to be compulsory. Nirbandham totra irkalam. So with this we conclude 55, verse number 55.
So Swami, can I ask a question about this being an insect?
Yeah.
So if we pray to be an insect, but if we become an insect, we will have no intelligence to think of the service of God, right? So we will just be under the complete control of the Lord. Does it mean that we prefer to not have any free will?
So no free will, or complete dependence on God. You can't even think of dependence or independence. You don't know how to think. Then how can you ask for a free will? No will, nothing is free, no freedom. So he will have to take care of. No care, just like a small, just born child, human being. What do you, how can it take care of itself? The mother or father or whatever, somebody must take care. Otherwise, it is called, we call the child, human child, Parabrahma. Parabrahma, we call the human child, just born child, is Parabrahma. It doesn't know anything. It knows how to eat, of course. It knows how to suck the mother's milk. That is because of the samskara from the previous birth. That is again, we don't know whether it was born as a human being in the previous birth also. As soon as you put the nipple of the bottle to the mouth, it sucks. What is that? How does it know? That is what we call samskara, subconscious mind, emotion filled up in the mind. So the child development, we know in Srimad Bhagavatam how the child develops in the womb. And they say how many, when the sense organs join, when does it start breathing, when does it start taking food from the mother's body itself. In that way, there are got a lot of procedures, and only when it comes out, the mind starts thinking, and of course, it enjoys the pleasure of the Lord within the mother's belly, and then when it comes out, actually, even if it doesn't weep, doctors will make it weep, and generally the child will weep, cry, and that is because we say it is divorced from the Lord for some time, because it was enjoying a lot of pleasure in the fetus, in the mother, or a fetus in the mother, mother's womb. That's what we say. So afterward, I mean, when it comes out, the pleasure gets reduced. Shatha Vayu engulfs the child. The what is called the air called Shatha, and therefore it has got a screen, Maya, the illusory screen that prevents it from having an darshan of the Lord, and therefore it cries. And also we say in Tamil, it gives a Sanskrit word, kwa kwa. We say in Tamil, kuva kuva. We say kwa kwa. Where is the Lord? Where is the goddess Mahalakshmi? Kwa kwa kwa. We say in Sanskrit. It weeps with the word kwa kwa. So no free will, no freedom, everything depends on God. As a tiny insect, you don't have anything. You don't know what you are. You don't know what you are going to do. Unmindful of the circumstances around you. You don't know what is going on, what is happening around. Nothing. But the instinct, the animal instinct is there, namely that the eating must be done to grow or. This is where, as you said, Marasa Sloka gives you the aham marami mad bhaktam nayami paramam gatim. So you are talking about, already you were asking about people who do not know how to study books. Then how many handicaps that we have. We don't want to understand God. And who will take care of that? Lord will take care. Illiterate people.
So some people after studying shastras, they come to the conclusion that they are helpless and that God controls everything and we must surrender to God, and then they ask God to save them. That is karpanya. That is this anga of property, karpanya. But you're also saying the person who doesn't study, who doesn't know anything, he also is helpless and he can surrender to God also. So again, my question is, you were saying that the Deshika Sampradaya people, they want to only do property after they realize that God can save them. But here he is saying, even if I give up my free will and I have no knowledge at all, if I'm just an insect, then I can be surrendered to the Lord. If I'm completely helpless and doesn't know anything, he can surrender to the Lord, just like the baby cat, the kitten. So again, I don't see the reason for putting off property until we know more.
But this is where Lord gives us the direction. When as a human being, I don't know anything about property, I don't do that, I don't read any books, I don't get any advice from elders, and so on. He transforms us to be a literate. Maybe it takes a lot of buts. That's what it is. Lot of buts. Then you progress slowly, and that is because of blessings of the Lord, and then finally end up in following Shastras, and again, of course, feeling Karpanyam even after reading Shastras. That is again good that you asked. Therefore, how to redeem a soul by I mean, how much time will it take for the Lord to redeem his soul? And two examples that all of us know is when Dadibanda asked for moksham to his thoughts, that curd pots, milk pots, actually curd pots. He demanded moksham for his pots. Did he not give? The inanimate things also were promoted, lifted to. Another example also is there. I just recall them.
Okay, so God is directing everything. He's making us to learn more about Shastras. He's giving us the knowledge. Krishna says, I am within the heart and I give knowledge and I give remembrance and I give forgetfulness. In the Gita, he is giving that. So he's giving us also the ability to surrender to him. So then how can we say, Vedanta Deshika says that we must cry out to the Lord and we must appeal for being saved. He is the one who's making us appeal.
Satvika Tyaga is repeated.
So if we do, people, so when people do Bharanyasam, they do Satvika Tyaga for Bharanyasam. They think God is making us do the Bharanyasam. Yeah? Okay, so if God is making us to appeal to him to save us, then how is the soul proved to be a doer, a karta?
That's an instrument. We are an instrument in the hand of God. So you are doing, but you are not the main performer. You are not the main performer. You are asked to do, you do. So it doesn't mean that you with your own free will do. No, you have no free. And again, when you say the prapatti, we go to the preceptor. How do we go to the preceptor? How do you think that we should go to the preceptor? That is because that he gives you the thought. You approach the preceptor. Why do you approach the preceptor? Because he gives you the thought. He directs you. Go to this preceptor. And the preceptor also is asked to welcome you. That is also there. Preceptor is asked to welcome you. He says, tomorrow I want to have prapatti. You go and give a prayer to the preceptor today to my Ariyashigar. He says, tomorrow is not possible. I am coming next month to Srirangam. Then I will be here. So wait. You have to wait. So who is made to wait? So we are made to wait, but that gap of time is also decided by the law. One of my friends said, when Ariyashinger visits Srirangam, I will have prapatti. So it got postponed to age 85. You said after retirement, but it got postponed to 85. He is 88 now. Then he wanted to go to Kalyanapuram near Tanjavur, and because Ariyashinger was staying for Chaturmasa Sankalpa, and then we wanted to go there. And then it was not possible. Some of my friends went to Ahobilam and had Baranyasa, where in Ahobilam he was staying. The beauty, look at the beauty. I told you, I think already. The husband wants the wife also to join him in doing prapatti. Wife refuses. So husband does in Ahobilam, comes back. Another couple, that is his own brother, younger brother, he also went with his wife. Both of them did the prapatti at Ahobilam. Whereas the other person, husband agrees, the wife doesn't agree. Even today, the wife has not done. That has been some example. For example, I know where in a couple, wife did prapatti earlier. She said, no, you are delaying. Oh, husband, you are delaying. No, I will go now. Today I will have the prapatti from Ariyashinger. Even if you want, if you don't want to come, I will go. Ariyashinger will ask, why didn't your husband come? You have to simper. You cannot answer this question. Smile. We say English word simper. S-I-M-P-E-R. When you don't have answer, you just say, you don't know how to give him the reason.
Okay, so I understand somebody wants to do it, another person doesn't. So what happens in such a case where the husband or the wife separately they do varanyasam and the other person doesn't want? I mean, why doesn't the other person want to do it? Does it make any difference in the relationship? I mean,
there is no hard and fast rule in our sampradaya that husband should always do along with the wife prapatti. Therefore, it is generally expected that a couple should have compatibility. That's all. So that's how it is.
See, like for the Tengalais, the husband probably he will have Upanayanam, and after Upanayanam, very very soon after Upanayanam, he'll do Pancha Samskara, and that is considered the property. And then when he marries, then the ladies will wait till they marry, and they marry the husband, and probably after marriage they will go to the acharya of the husband and take. This is the normal situation. So, and after marriage they have to do Pancha Samskara. They cannot cook in the house, so they do the Pancha Samskara, which is considered to be the property. So then there's no problem like this of somebody not doing it or doing it. Am I right?
No. Here there is a deviation. There are Orthodox houses where the uninitiated women will be allowed to cook. So
No, wait a minute. How is it possible for somebody before Pancha Samskara to go to the kitchen? Even when I was purchasing my house, I went to see different houses that were for sale, and the Sri Vaishnavas, they said, you can see every room, but you cannot enter the kitchen.
Right. See, in my case, take my family. My grandmother made a condition that her daughter-in-law, that is my mother, should not enter into the kitchen without samashray. But today, can I talk to my daughter-in-law like that? No, it is not. It is not practical. We have to allow. We have to allow. Otherwise, we go without food. Can we go to hotel and take it? Because by prakriti you are not supposed to take anything from hotel.
So the husband who has done Paranyasam, if his wife has not done Paranyasam, but still she should have done Pancha Samskar, no?
And that is Samashranam is the minimum requirement to enter into the kitchen. In those days.
Yes, but these days will there be any husband who has done Pancha Samskar and Paranyasam, and his wife has not even done Pancha Samskar? There is.
Lot of 99%, not 1%.
Then he must be self-cooking. Then he must be self-cooking because he cannot take the food of the wife.
Right. No, Shanta madam.
Yeah, it's done all the time. It's not that strict, Keshav, except Devasam, Shradam and all that, they may not come into the kitchen. Devasam is a very strict thing.
Correct.
Yeah, at that time. Otherwise, it's not.
Who are you keeping out of the kitchen then? Who is it?
Whoever, I think mostly the lady who has to cook. For Devasam, she's not allowed, I think, because she cannot do the Devasam. Devasam is very, very strict.
Devasam, what are you saying? What do you mean by Devasam?
Devasam is ceremony. Ceremony of departed Devasam. Departed soul once a year, that one.
Because of T2. And
Acharam is not there. Acharam is not there.
Shraddha.
Yes.
Annual Shraddha. So annual Shraddha, she doesn't go in the kitchen.
Yeah, even for Shraddha, we have to take Panchakavyam and all that. Even if you're Orthodox, you've got Samashranam and all that, we still have to take Panchakavyam and all that. I mean, in our house. Okay,
take as much Panchakavyam as you like. That's not a problem. But the question is, it's to me, everybody should have at least the Pancha Samskar, no?
It's not happening.
Please note, Kashadas, that today
I'm shocked. Okay.
We have deviated from many conditions. Number one, what Shanta Madam said is relevant. We will not allow our own ladies in the family to cook in the kitchen on Shraddha day. But we will take an unethical man, is a paricharaka, or what is called cook. We invite him, we engage him, and my cousin would always say, how can we invite a person who has got a lot of vices like smoking, eating non-vegetarian food, then no Sandhya Vandanam. And how can we invite such people to cook for our Shraddham?
Yeah, we don't do that. At that extreme, we don't do it. Hopefully, we invite people who are kind of religious.
Okay. I know there are some Brahmins, Sri Vaishnava Brahmins, who do the business by cooking, and cooking. But normally they're not like in North India, the hired Brahmin cooks, many of them smoke and do so many things. But in South India, I think they're more strict, no?
Yeah, they're more strict.
In general.
No. You see, the indiscipline in all communities.
Okay, so some people are preferring on a Shraddha day to get a hired cook rather than have the lady of the house cook.
If she doesn't have the Samashranam done or whatever.
If she doesn't have the Samashranam.
Yeah.
So they hire a person who is a Brahmin, but he also has samashrana or not?
No idea.
We don't know.
So is it just misogyny? We want a male cook. We want a male Brahmin cook rather than a female.
The same culture, same Iyengar or whatever. But we prefer 99.9%.
Yeah, Iyengar means Iyengar means Ainda. He must have the Pancha Samskara, Iyengar.
Well,
Right? But will you hire an Iyer cook? Will you hire an Iyer cook to do the Shraddha over your wife?
Not.
No.
We don't do that.
1 minute, Keshavdas Swami. I know for certain, I can give you a certificate that cooks do not perform Sandhya. Then how do you account his qualification to do cooking in our home? You know the verse, you know the statement. One who does not perform daily duty, anarhaha sarva karmasu.
Right.
Anarha.
I know it.
Therefore, if we are engaging a person whom I don't know, personally
Okay.
I don't know.
We are
Okay,
forced,
all right.
we are forced to, yeah.
You don't
Okay,
say the
anyway-
history of the law.
Anyway, I'm a little bit shocked, but I'm accepting what you say as being the de facto, the fact of the matter. But it is not what we want to do. We want to do everything correctly, but somehow in this world, it doesn't come out correctly. Okay.
Now, what my cousin said was, we deny the opportunity to a lady who is known to us in the family. She is very good. She is orthodox. She is, as you said, Panchasamskara is or not. We know her that she is disciplined lady. Say my wife or sister or mother or whatever. So, then why do you reject that lady and then take a new person who has got lot of wrong actions?
Okay. Anyway, I mean, I don't criticize if somebody, somebody makes a wrong decision.
What I mean to say is,
wrong decision.
you are asking for Panchasamskara, Samashrayana.
No, I'm not asking for it. I think Shastra's asking for it. No.
No, the problem is, do we do?
No, that's not a problem for me. My interest is understanding what should be done, not what is being done.
Mostly when I was doing or my mother was doing, we never hired cooks. My mother did it, and I did for my father-in-law and all that. But it sometimes.
That's what I said. Orthodox practice stopped with my grandmother.
Yeah.
I mean, I know. I went to Tirupati and I met one Brahmin there, one Iyengar, and he said, "I don't eat my wife's cooking even. I only eat my cooking. I cook myself. I won't trust anybody. I won't eat outside. I won't eat even inside. I only cook myself. That's all."
Now, please, if you can understand, you know how to read Tamil. Because in Andaman's Paduka, Sri Ranganatha Paduka magazine, a caterer is advertised. A caterer is advertised. Please contact us for marriages, shraddhas and so on. And one line is in between. It is better that Karta should cook on Shraddha day. It is better that Karta should cook on Shraddha day. What should I do? I am a Karta. Can I cook? No, I don't know.
You don't know cooking?
Yeah.
No.
Cooking for Shraddha. Cooking for Shraddha.
Okay, so Shraddha cooking is much different, right? There are so many preparations have to be made.
Much difficult. Minimum 5 vegetables, 5 snacks, sweet and garam.
Okay.
There are so many conditions. Shanta Madam will give you a list, a long list.
So the Pitris have big menu.
Yeah.
They demand a big menu, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So normal housewife won't be able to do this. Doesn't know how to do it.
No, my mother, as she said, Shanta's mother and my mother could do.
I also did, Swami. I can even do it now, but
Yeah, great people like you can do all these things, but I'm asking the general housewife, Sri
No.
Vaishnava Iyengar housewife, doesn't know how to do the Shraddha cooking.
They're not interested. They're not.
See, it sounds to me like in America they have a big feast for Thanksgiving, and they invite all the family members to come. So that also there's certain conditions. There has to be so many preparations, and everything has to be traditional. And many housewives cannot do it. Many housewives cannot do it.
Yeah, for example, I want to do Shraddha for my parents at USA in my daughter's house. Then she engages a priest of a temple who will guide me as Brihaspati. And his wife does everything.
Yeah.
She knows.
She does the priest's wife does the cooking.
Cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even you are there in USA with your wife there.
Yeah.
But your wife doesn't know how to do all the cooking?
Yeah, she knows. But it's very difficult. It takes a longer time.
It's hard work.
Okay. So you hire the Brahmin to do to be your Brihaspati, and the wife is hired to be the cook. That's a good system.
The temple priest is used for mantras, and his wife will do the cooking, and she will prepare in no time, and she will bring according to your schedule of time. She does it very nicely.
Can I ask this in a Hobalam Mat, this small Krishna Kannan, this small Krishna deity goes to foreign countries. He's gone to USA, and they have a list of requirements. If you want us to visit your house, you must rip up all the carpet and you must do everything. Everything has to be muddy, very muddy, very pure. Yeah. And do they allow other people to cook and offer naivedyam to that deity, or only the
they're not allowed. Only specific ladies are done cooking.
Specific ladies, or is it the people who go along with the deity?
It's not the men. No. Ladies are.
Well, there is little concession. The ladies at home where the Lord visits will prepare.
So this is a concession for Krishna, that the ladies can cook for Krishna.
Yeah.
But in India, I think no ladies can cook for Lakshmi Narasimha.
No, in temples, we engage only gents.
Right, but this deity of Krishna is coming from a Hobalam Mat, no?
Yeah.
So in India, that deity is in the temple, but when he goes to America, Naivedyam can be cooked by ladies. Yeah.
Yeah. Because very crossing of the sea by the God itself is wrong according to his own Shastra.
Rama crossed the sea. What is the problem if Krishna crosses the sea?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. If Rama crosses the sea, then Krishna also can cross the sea.
Lord Krishna, or the titular deity of every mutt. For example, Venugopala Krishnan for Andavan mutt, Hayagriva for Parakala mutt, and Malola for Ahobala mutt. They are traveling throughout the country, USA. And when they visit, of course, anybody can prepare. Gents and ladies join together and prepare food.
No, but you said Hayagriva for Parakala and Lakshmi Malola Narasimha for Ahobala, and for Andavan there's a Venugopalan. But those are not going to America. Only this Kannan, only this one Krishna is going. No.
No.
Malola has gone to America.
Yeah.
The Malolan deity has gone to America.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
And again, when they people bring the idols there, the Lord, and he is so accessible. So it's Saulabhim is there that we all of us join cooking and offer. So it is not a question of temple. So it's not a temple idol. We are. He is a traveling mobile.
Oh, okay. So it is a difference between Chala and Achala Murti? Is it?
Yeah.
So the deity which is Achala, which is
Yeah,
fixed.
Achala.
The fixed deity means the fixed deity of Malola is there in a Hobalam. And the Utsava can go anywhere.
As you say, Utsava idol. Utsava idol is traveling.
The Utsava can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Even to foreign countries.
That we are now doing.
Okay. But the Swami cannot go.
Who?
The sannyasi, the Swamiji.
Yeah, Chinna Narayana ji.
Yeah, Chinnajir goes, but other people don't go.
They have their own restriction.
Parakala Swami and Ahobalam Jir and Andavans are not going. They're not going to foreign, no. But the Utsava Murti can go, but they don't go.
Not only that. There are people, very orthodox people, who do not fly. Like many people are there.
Yeah, who don't fly. I understand. Yeah. Even when coming to America, when Rangaraj Bhatta, when he was coming to Los Angeles, I was there. When he came, he said, when we come, we drop down in Malaysia and different places along the way, and we go and we take bath and do Sandhya Vandanam, and in the plane we don't take even water. And Chinnajir is like that also. In the plane he won't take water or anything, So they're very strict when they fly. And they stop along the way to do Sandhya Vandanam and make sure that Anusthanams are done. Even in Mysore, there's some big silver pots that the Maharaj of Mysore used to keep full of Gangajal, Ganges water, and he put 2 of these on a boat and he went to England so that he can take bath and do Sandhya Vandanam all the way to England and come back. In those days he had to go for a few months, so they had huge vat full of Ganges water to do Anusthanam, to meet Queen Victoria.
On Thursday.
Yeah, so we meet on Thursday. Thank you for all the informations about the present customs. I appreciate. So should we do the Taniyans?
Very liberal.
No, again, only one sentence before we finish. You have read both Gopala Deshika Arnikam and Villivalam
Yes, 45th, yes.
Could we follow anything in the book? If you read the book,
I think people are following Sandhya Vandanam. People are doing Sandhya Vandanam, and people are doing Sattvika Tyaga. People are doing many things, and I think that Mr. Pudukorai Vasudevan, he's doing Gopal Deshika Anikam, he's doing Upasanam, he's doing something.
Right. One in a lakh.
Yeah, everybody's not doing, I understand.
If you read that, you will be afraid of, you will become guilty of not doing anything.
Right.
Let's take it.
Thank you very much.
Namaskara, Swami. Regarding Shraddham, our case is very peculiar. On the Shraddha day of my father, my mother passed away in the evening. So we have to, same tithi, we have to do for my father also and for my mother also. Two sets.
2 in 1.
So every year my sister used from Bangalore. She used to come to assist my missus in cooking. Both of them used to cook, and it becomes from 8:30 to long ritual up to 4 it takes. It is when
Is it not enough? Is it not enough that you do sankalpam once to both?
I consulted Hobulam Jia, the present Jia, and I am doing same day, first set for my father, only one Punyajanam, once Punyajanam and Agnihotam, then one set of Shradham. After that, again, we another set of cooking we have to do.
Oh.
Everything again we have to restart second time, and second set of Brahmins have to come, and we have to complete by 4:30. It gets completed. When we take first of all, it is almost 5 that day, 4:35.
So you're doing also separate cooking, twice cooking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rice, especially rice, dal, and payasam, separate cooking should be done.
Yeah.
And vada.
Very difficult.
Yeah.
Sounds very difficult.
And we are following very closely.
Right.
Ridiculously, we are following it.
So I'm amazed. Some people have very great faith and abilities.
Parents are
So
blessed.
I appreciate very much.
That day we get enough strength to withstand from the hunger. We don't feel hunger throughout the day till the ritual is over.
Very good. Mm.
स्वादयन्निह सर्वेषाम् त्रय्यन्तार्थम् सुदुर्ग्रहम् स्तोत्रयामास योगीन्द्रः तम् वन्दे यामुनाह्वयम् नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यान विध्वस्ताशेषकल्मषः वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहम् यामुनेयम् नमामि तम्
श्रीमत्कृष्ण समात्वाय नमो यामुन सूनवे यत्कटाक्ष एकलक्ष्याणां सुलभः श्रीधरः सदा नमः यामुन पाद अब्ज वेणुभिः पावित आत्मने विदित अखिल वेद्याय गुरवे विदित आत्मने
कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः।